And I'll never forget, my goodness, nearly 40 years ago, sitting in R.C. Sproul's living room in Stalstown, Pennsylvania, and for the first time, I've never heard of him, J. Alec Mottier, Old Testament scholar from Britain, was visiting. And I was in the room on the floor with a bunch of other college kids, seminary kids, and R.C. Sproul said, tell us something about something about the connection of the Old Testament and the New Testament. And Alec Mottier says this. He says, think about it. Think about it. Think of what an Israelite would say on the way to Israel, on the way to Canaan, having come out of the Red Sea and so forth. Here's what an Israelite would say. If you said, who are you? And he would say, I was in a foreign land under the sentence of death, in bondage, but I took shelter under the blood of the Lamb. And our mediator, let us out, and we crossed over. And now we're on our way to the promised land, but we're not there yet. But he's given us his law to make us a community, and he's given us the tabernacle because you have to live by grace and forgiveness. And his presence is in our midst, and he's going to stay with us until we get home. And Mottier says, that's exactly what a Christian says. Almost word for word. And I said, huh. My 23-year-old self said, huh. Now, what can we learn just from the Red Sea crossing about Jesus' salvation, our salvation? And three things. Salvation is about getting out, okay? But it's about, number one, what we're getting out of. Number two, how we're getting out of it. And number three, why we can get out of it. And the answer of the text is, about our salvation is, what we get out of, bondage with layers. Okay. How we get out of it, crossing over by grace. Why we can get out of it, the mediator. That's what the Exodus text points us to in the rest of the Bible. It's the answer. The rest of the Bible, without the rest of the Bible, we wouldn't know this, but with the rest of the Bible, we know that this is what Exodus is pointing to.